is the stream. Like, subscribe, and share the sky. Every comment helps us fly. We're live together, here we go. Let's fly the world, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, and share the view. This journey's better with all of you. Cold to clouds, it's you and me. Flight streamers live, let's fly, let's see. Charts called toilet again. ATC's calm, but I'm counting to 10. From busy airspace to soft touchdowns, the highs and the lows make the best sounds. Fuels in systems good, ready for more. Real time life where we aim to explore. Every shout out, every laugh, every cheer. You're the reason we keep flying here. From gate to clouds, every flight's a scene. Real planes, real skies, and everything between. Mistakes, I'll own them, it's part of the dream. Together we'll fly, this is the stream. Like, subscribe, and share the sky. Every comment helps us fly. We're live together, here we go. Let's fly the world, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, and share the view. This journey's better with all of you. Cold to clouds, it's you and me. Flight streamers live, let's fly, let's see. Thanks for watching, for being my crew. Every stream's a journey, it starts with you. Let's fly together, let's make it right. Flight streamers here, clear skies tonight.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another stream. Today we're flying with a yoke, and we're flying the general aviation. So we're gonna try to fly the IFR flight in this beautiful aircraft. So once again, thanks everyone who tuned in. And today's not gonna be a typical flight. It's gonna be an interesting one, hopefully. So I haven't done any IFR flights in the in an airplane like this, and I hope you like the visuals. So let me know in the comments, first of all, if you see the image better. I started to stream in 2K, so it is a little bit of a test. So I wanted to see if you guys like that, like the imagery. Marnes, Rusty Nate's here, Jerry. All right, Gabriel and the Spear Flights. How's it going? All right, so this is a study level Bonanza flight. I hope you've seen my review on it. I did post a thorough review. This is the Black Box Bonanza. This one is a turbocharged one. So we're going to be flying, by the way, with this new virtual fly VFR set as well. Well, GA set, really. So as you can see, I have a new panel. So we're going to test new things. And yeah, hopefully you're going to like this. Let me know if you like this general aviation stuff. And we're gonna do some more flights like that. Look at that. The new yoke. Brand new yoke. We haven't done any flights with a yoke. So there we go. It's going to be awesome. All right, so let's start. Let's start by just going and getting our checklist here. Actually, we're not just going to stow that away. I'm going to use the checklist right here. So we're going to assume that we've done a pre-flight inspection. We removed the control locks. Everything's looking good. Seats and seat belts are secure. Cabin door is latched. And by the way, we can open it like so. And then we can close it like so. So there we go. All right. So there's a cabin door secure. Cabin door's latched. Parking brake is set. So right here, I have a physical parking brake. So we're going to set the parking brake. But anyway, I'm going to pull it right here and then push it. So parking brake is set. Emergency gears handle is stowed. Avionics breakers all in. So what we're going to do is we're going to physically check that all of these circuit breakers are all pushed in. So excellent. Avionics breakers all in. Flaps up, and that's verified. So I do have my flap switch. Flaps up, oxygen pressure is good. So looking at around 22, so that's good. Avionics is off. Throttle is closed. Double checking the throttle, that is closed. Propeller set to higher PM. Here we go, that's our propeller. And mixture is full rich right here. Let's move that to full rich. Cowl flaps is open, so I am going to open the cowl flaps. And for that we're gonna just gonna use that right here. Oh, you know what? I think I didn't really set the views for this plane. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, so I'm just gonna exit out of that. And of course, because we're flying in the new sim, I'm gonna set the views. Okay, so in order for me to set the views, I think I've done it like this. I think it's control this. Let's see. Or control shift 5. No, yeah, I think it's that control shift 5. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna set a couple of views right here. So let's do the pedestal view. And that's gonna be control shift 2. And then let's do the EFB view. We're gonna get EFB sort of pushed to the left. So we're gonna put the static position. And we're gonna just zoom in like that. I'm gonna create a view here. And that's gonna be EFB view. Perfect. All right. And then this is the standard view. Let's set it like so. Perfect. Yeah, that's so good. Did you start the Twitch, buddy? I think I did. I did. So I just started the Twitch. Alpsimmer just started it. So once again, quickly, we're gonna be flying this aircraft. So over here, we can, kind of walk around this airplane. And by the way, I'm controlling it with my yoke too. And if we were to open the door right here, so we did check that the flight controls are all working. I'm just gonna quickly double check that nothing is blocked right here. Nothing is blocked. Okay, good. Yeah, let's close that door. I'm gonna load it up. Okay, you're cool on Twitch. Glad to see you here. Oh, cheers, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, awesome. Oops. You couldn't get back to the aircraft. Okay, so one thing is what we're gonna do right away. So once we finish with our checklist, so aileron trim centered, alternate airs off, firewall closed, turn the gears down, key confirmed, and sub panel switches are off. Let's just double check that. Sub panel switches are off. Yeah, load meters primary. Key main breakers are in. Alternate airs normal. CO detector. So we can test the CO detector. I believe it's right here. So let's do that. Let's do the test. Okay, so that's good. That's all tested. And fuel selectors and fuel fullest tank. There we go. And beacon. We're gonna turn on the beacon. Yeah, beacon is on. And battery master is on. There we go. And bus volts. We're gonna take a look at the bus volts. Yep, that's 23. So then we're gonna do annunciator test. Right here, so let's test the annunciators. There we go. Annunciators are all tested. All good. Yeah, this is 2020 by the... Oh, 2024. This specific flight will be on 2024. So this is on 2024. Key primary alternator is on. Standby alternator is on. Key main fuel quantities. We're gonna check the fuel quantity in just a second. So I am going to take a look at how much fuel we have. So 178 pounds. Yeah, we're just gonna, I guess 22. Yeah, that's gonna get us to where we need to go. Let's maybe go 30 and 30. So for passengers, we're gonna load 2 passengers. So we'll probably do 201.80, and everything else looking good. So fuel tanks, we're gonna double check the fuel tank indications. So that's good. I think that's Yeah, that's a good indication. Yeah, that's right. There we go. So tips are checked. The auxiliary fuel pump is low. We're going to check for the noise. That's audible. And we're going to turn that off now. And standby gyro pump is on. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go to standby gyro pump. That's, where is it? Yeah, there it is. Here we go. That's the standby gyro. We're just testing the gyroscope. It's alive now. Yeah, looking good. How to get games. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean how to get games? The standby gyro is good. And then we're going to turn that off. Okay, instrument air is green. And standby gyro pump is off. Okay, perfect. So, we don't need to do the engine start just yet. I'm going to just complete all the other procedures. Silence. Okay, perfect. So what are we doing today? Let me just quickly show you. We are actually doing a via play your game. Play your game. That's what I'm doing, am I? I'm doing that, exactly that. So, what else do I need to do to launch that? So this is the cool thing, right? Like what you hear is the gyroscope spinning down. We're going to use the engine-driven vacuum pump that's going to power the gyroscopes. Yes, we are doing iFarming here. That is exactly it. We're gonna file an IFAR flight plan. So just stick around, okay? So basically, what the hell are we doing? We are in San Diego right now. So we're gonna fly to Ocean VOR right here. We're gonna do an IFR flight plan, and we're gonna be landing in Burbank. So we're gonna overfly Los Angeles, and we're gonna do. You must be a pilot, and what if so? What do you fly? I fly Diamond E40. Yes, I am a real-world pilot. And today's flight is going to be following up all the procedures. This is the very advanced airplane. It's got advanced avionics and everything. So we're going to do that. Okay, perfect. So all set here. Now let's go ahead and do the before start checklist. Engine starts. Okay, mixture full rich, propeller high RPM, throttle. Okay, we're going to do full open. So we're going to prime the engine. So just so you know, I'm going to show you what's happening here on a tablet. We're going to go into the engine. And then I'm going to do the auxiliary fuel pump. We're going to do it on high for 2-3 seconds. Okay, let's open the throttle. Okay, let's see the fuel flow. There we go. Perfect. Auxiliary fuel pump is good. Fuel flow is good. Auxiliary fuel pump soft. Throttle, half an inch. And let's engage the starter. So we're going to engage the starter. Watch the cylinders and everything. Oh, it's Tecnam. Nice. No, that's not a Tecnam. That's Bonanza B36 turbocharged. Gotta get that. Sip of that. Okay. Let's go ahead and start. There we go. We got a good engine start. Perfect. As you can see, all the cylinders are working in a proper condition. And there we go. We're going to set the throttle back to 1000 RPM. So there's the RPM gauge. So we're going to put that to 1000 RPM. Here we go. Okay. After start checklist, throttle at 1000 RPM. Oil pressure is in the green. So we've got the oil pressure indication right here. Oil pressure is in the green. And temperature is good. Okay, start annunciator is distinguished. Okay, low volts in the state is distinguished. Alternator load, that's below. Yeah, we have the below 25 amps. Bus volts is to 28 volts. Engine instruments are checked. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, there it is. There's the RPMs. We got manifold pressure. Fuel flow is there. And gauges are green. Lights is required, so we're gonna do nav lights, and beacon is on, so that's good. And we don't need the strobes just yet. Okay, weather radar is off, avionics is on, so I'm going to turn it on with my physical switches. Nick Page says, this is mind-blowing, you have monitors showing pistons in the airplane. Absolutely, man. And it's insane. This airplane is just ridiculously good. Because it actually punishes you for bad flying. So what I'm going to do, we're going to adjust the mixture. Let's adjust the mixture. And let's make sure that we don't foul the spark plugs. But yes, it actually shows you the engine condition. It shows you all 6 cylinders. It shows you the airflow. There's the turbocharger. Shows you the turbocharger RPM, and then you could see the status of your mags and all that. Then it shows you the electrical schematics. So this is by Just Flight and a Black Box simulation. So your schematics, right? You have your gear relays, gear motors, and then your starter motors. So and then the alternators are on. Basically, we have all the voltage and bus are powered. So as you can see, some of the lights are not illuminated. So strobe lights off, obviously, and then flight instrument lights and all that. And then we've got the avionics relay. Electric trim is not on just yet, but it will be. And fuel pump, for example, is not on. Then we had the cabin indication. So right now it is around 17 degrees Celsius. We've got the ram air, right? So engine exhaust. There we go. Then the firewall. There's the shut off. So if you let's say pull the heat, notice how, like, if you pull the heat, notice how the heat's now coming in. So as you can see, the temperature inside the airplane is rising. So that's how awesome this is. Super realistic. So obviously we don't need it to be more than 18 degrees Celsius. This is pretty good. And then we have the pulse oximeter, for example, the ear discomfort and things like that. So yeah. I don't know if we're gonna have ATC. Yeah, the center is now offline, which is totally fine. But at least we need to get our clearance. We're gonna make sure we get the clearance from the ground. So we're gonna tune into the ground frequency. So the ground frequency
system test okay.
Okay, so we have 123.9, 123.9. Okay, so I'm using my physical controls to tune into the frequency. 123. 1. Yeah, at least let's get the ground to give us at least the clearance, so that we get the clearance. All right, so let's do the push to talk. Okay. So we are located in the north ramp. Yeah, let's go. Let's get the clearance right away. Yeah, I'm gonna get that iPad out of the way right here. Okay, let's get the clearance, and let's pretty much ask for our clearance right now. Okay, so we've got, yeah, we don't really have any information. Yeah, let's do that. Liber Ground, good evening, November 8289er Alpha Bonanza at the North Ramp, requesting IFR clearance to Burbank, please. Yeah, let's see.
November 8289 at Alpha, Lindbergh Ground, you're cleared to the Burbank International Airport. By on departure, fly heading 310, radar vectors Oceanside VOR, then is filed. Maintain 5,000, expect 6,000 5 minutes after. Departure offline, squawk 4603.
Roger, cleared to Burbank as filed. And fly heading 310, radar vectors to Ocean VOR. And climb to 5,000, then expect 6,000 10 minutes after departure, squawk 4603. And 289er Alpha, thanks so much. Oh shoot, I have to redo that clearance again. Bonanza 289er Alpha is cleared to Burbank. And fly heading 310, radar vectors to Ocean, initial climb 5,000, then 6,000 10 minutes after departure, squawk 4603, and departure frequency is 124.350. 289er Alpha.
289er Alpha, readback correct.
All right, fantastic. Okay, so readback is correct. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just create this one.
And, sorry, who's ready for taxi?
November 6196 Alpha.
Yeah, I need to...
906,
Okay, let's put that in the flight plan. Okay, so initial heading is 310.
96 Papa, squawk my Charlie.
310. So we're gonna do heading modes. 310, so on a heading. So departure heading.
Roger, we should follow that.
Thank you for that. Altimeter 3004, runway 27, taxi by Hotel Charlie.
Okay, now let's do the flight plan.
3047 Hotel Charlie 96, comment.
Let's do the flight plan. Okay, so we're going to... okay, so first of all, it's Ocean VOR. And then we have the Victor 23. Actually, never mind. That's the sides. Victor 23. And then the next one is going to be Popper. Okay, load. And then SMO. Okay, that's Santa Monica. And then we have 311.
And Lindy ground at number 540 Papa Bravo on Bravo, taxi back to Signasty.
Okay, that's SMO 311. No, that's not it. Okay, so then we have this Silex. And then Burbank.
And 96 Papa, you can contact SoCal departure 124.35.
2435, we'll see you 96, comment.
Joe Papa Bravo.
Okay, perfect.
Taxi Bravo, hold short 27 at Bravo
Perfect.
4.
There we go. Awesome. They recovered.
Okay,
Oh, they did?
Bravo, hold short runway
I wouldn't know
27,
anything
Bravo,
about that,
Bravo.
guys. Like, you gotta task me. I'm just a sim pilot. Anyway, so we just requested the clearance, and I just put that clearance in the EFB and on our GPS, so we're good. Let's just go ahead and continue here. So we've got squawk 4603, so we're gonna set that right here. So 4603, and that's 4. Okay, let's put that to on, and then we're gonna go into standby. 46. Let's do that. 4603. That's gonna be easy. 4603. I'm gonna put that to alt right away. More Charlie. Key 310 and initial climb 5,000. So on initial climb, we're gonna set the altitude to 5,000 feet. Okay, 5,000 feet, and that's pretty much it.
Dear
Okay.
Papa Bravo, you can cross runway 27 at Bravo 4 and then Charlie Hotel to
0.
Signasty. Have a good night.
Okay, perfect.
Runway 27 at
So we got our
Bravo
clearance.
4,
We
and
just
Charlie
started the engine, and we're gonna be taxiing momentarily. Once again, thank you so much, everybody. This is the flight to Burbank. We are in San Diego. Engines are on, and we are pretty much good to go. Let's go ahead and do the after start checklist. Let's continue. Cabin heats desired, air conditions desired. Make sure lean for taxi. So we did that already. And parking brakes released. And let's check the brakes. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, brakes are checked. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quickly just maneuver out of here. Let's just taxi out of here. And then we'll probably do a run up right about here. I'm just gonna probably do it on this ramp, just so that, you know, we're not gonna disrupt anything, and then we're just gonna continue taxiing. So we'll do what's called a run-up checklist. John, hello. This is not a Cessna. This is the Bonanza B36 turbocharged. Yeah, you can hear another jet right there taxiing. So we're probably gonna do a run-up checklist right about here, and then we'll fly to Burbank. Once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you like that stream, hit that like button. That really helps if you do that. And once again, thanks so much. Oh yeah, look at that. There's some kind of a business jet right here that flew in. Okay, so 5,000. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the departure frequency is 124.35. 124.35. 124.35. Let's do that. 124.35 is set on standby. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's get the checklist. All right, so the run-up checklist, parking brake set. So let's pull the brakes. Parking brake set. Annunciator, let's test the annunciators once again. Okay, annunciators test. How long is the flight? It's about 50 minutes, around 50 minutes, so you can stick around for the flight. It's up to you, but make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the heart, and this is going to be a realistic IFR flight from San Diego to Burbank. We're going to overfly Los Angeles. Should be really, really cool. Okay, remote compass is slaved and aligned. Yeah. Yeah, slaved. That's good. Make sure it's full rich. Let's do that. Make sure it's full rich. Throttle at 1700 RPM. Brakes are on. Let's advance the throttle at 1700. There we go. Slowly advancing. And double tap that screen, guys, if you want to see the takeoff. Of course, we're going to be taking off momentarily, but we're just doing the checks right now. Okay, there it is. Throttle at 1700 RPM. And we're going to check the propeller. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we're looking at is we're doing it 3 times. We're going to get the oil to the governor, and we're watching the RPMs. Watching the RPMs. Yeah, 50 minutes. 50. There we go. And look how beautiful the sound is. Just insanely realistic. There we go. Perfect. All right, so props good. Props check. Let's check the magneto. So what we're doing is we're checking for the drop. I'm monitoring the RPM. So let's check the left magneto. There we go. We got a drop of about 70. That's good. And back to both. Back to 1700. And then check the right magneto. Let's do that. Check the right magneto. Perfect. Okay. Back on both. Mag check complete. Instrument air is green. Primary alternator is off. Okay, load meter. Okay, secondary. Alternator load increased. So we're going to check for the alternator load. There we go, increased. Standby annunciator is illuminated. There we go, standby alternator is illuminated. Standby alternator is off. Let's now get the standby off. Okay. Alternator load is back to 0. Very good. And it's load meter primary. Okay, primary. And primary alternator is on. Okay, standby alternator is on. Yeah, standby is on. Yeah. Alternator load is above 25 amps. Propeller heat is on. Let's get the propeller heats. Prop heats on. So we're just checking all the systems. Okay, there's the amps to 5. There we go. Propeller heats off. Yeah, we're just looking at the alternator load. Throttle is at 1000. So we're now back to 1000 RPM. Let's get the throttle back. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's get the... Okay, great. The trims are working. I'm just gonna adjust them right now with my little app right here, making sure that I've got the sensitivity set to 1. Let's do that again. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Perfect. That is working now. Okay, elect trims exercise, autopilot tests. We're gonna skip the autopilot test. That's fine. Flight director, that's okay. I'm gonna skip that. We don't want you to. Okay. So trims set for takeoff, confirmed, set for takeoff. Flaps, we're going to check the operations, so we're going to extend the flaps, and we're going to just observe the flap retraction. There you go. So you can see flaps are being retracted. So I'm using my hardware switch right now to retract the flaps. Okay, yeah, chocks are removed. That is right. Wheel chocks are removed, sir. Yes, that is correct. Okay, flaps set for takeoff. First notch flaps, and windows are closed. Aft door annunciator is not illuminated. Flight controls free and correct. So we're going to check the flight controls. So as I'm doing that, full left, and then full right, and then full up. and then full down, right? So as you could see, there you go. Yeah, it's a jet. That's why it's so loud. Flight control checks complete. Okay, fantastic. Flight control checks are complete, and altimeters. Yeah, we're pretty much set. Altimeters are set. We are now have 2998, and departure altitude set 5,000. Takeoff heading is set. We've got takeoff heading of 310, and 310 is set. Final lights dim for takeoff. Park brakes released, and we are now good to go. So we'll do the before takeoff checklist shortly. But now let's go ahead and let the air traffic control know that we're ready to taxi. Okay, so we are expecting runway 27 as per our flight plan. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's get taxi instructions. All right, I'm gonna let them know that we're ready to taxi. Limber ground, 89er Alpha is at the signature north ramp, ready to taxi.
89er Alpha, altimeter 3004, and 27, taxi by Hotel Charlie.
Hotel Charlie, 3004, 89 Alpha. 3004, yeah, they changed the altimeter. So... and Hotel Charlie. Okay, Hotel Charlie, I'm gonna do Charlie 1. And then for altimeter... 3004, yeah, 3004 set. Okay, perfect. We're now moving, and we're gonna now take off. Perfect. Okay, let's get the taxi light on. Perfect. And strobe lights on. There we go. And there's the Charlie up ahead, so we're gonna turn left on Charlie. Alright, everything else is looking good. So 4603 set to alt, and then we're now taking the position for runway 27. And we're getting ready to departure. We do have real people on air traffic control, by the way. It is provided by VATSIM network, but we only have the coverage in San Diego. So after San Diego, we're not gonna have coverage, unfortunately, because they're offline. They're all sleeping now. Anyways, let's do the before takeoff checklist. Okay, mixture is full rich. Okay, so oil temperature is good, it's in the green. 24 hours auxiliary fuel pumps off. Okay, there it is. Auxiliary fuel pumps off. Air condition off, landing lights on. And transponders out, weather radar is on. Okay, let's get weather radar. And let's get it to on. Perfect, weather radar is on. And we are ready to go. And for takeoff, we're going to do full open throttle, brakes released, engine instruments checked by landing gear up once we are airborne. And we're going to select the autopilot engage once we are reaching the proper altitude. So we're going to hand fly it for a bit. So there we go. We're going to take Charlie 1. And here we go.
89er Alpha, you can contact SoCal departure 124.3. Have a good night.
Roger, over to SoCal departure 124.35. Thanks so much. 89er Alpha. Then good night. Okay, so 1.435. Okay, actually, let's get this. Yeah, they'll provide flight following. We're doing an IFR flight plan. So let's do this one, Charlie 2. And we got the landing lights on. Let's do that. Okay, fantastic. SoCal departure, good evening. Bonanza 89er Alpha, holding short Charlie 2, runway 27, ready for departure.
Bonanza 89er Alpha, runway 27, quick takeoff.
Ready for takeoff, runway 27, 89 Alpha. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and take off. Alright, there we go. And once again, everybody, make sure you hit that like button. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Alright, here we go. We're ready to go. So we're gonna rotate at about 674 knots, maybe like 80. All right, so let's go. Let's go ahead and do that. Fantastic. Takeoff power set. All right, and rotate. There it is. We can rotate now. Okay, positive rate. And then gear up. All right, gears coming up. Fantastic. And we're airborne. And we need to go to our departure heading. So that's heading 310. Let's go ahead and do that. Heading 310. And we're going to be vectored to the ocean VOR right here. We're at 1,900. And let's let them know that we're airborne. SoCal departure 89er Alpha airborne. Climbing 5,000 through 1,300, heading 310.
89er Alpha radar contact.
Fantastic. Okay, so there we go. That's flying to... Alright, so flaps will retract at the safe altitude. Yeah, we can do that. Flaps up. Okay, engine instruments good. So we're gonna get into the full reach 27 and cowl flaps is required. Here we go. Let's continue the climb. Let's make sure that we're in the heading. So I'm going to hand fly it right now. Just hand fly it. And 27 is the continuous power. Perfect. There we go. Oh yeah, it is quite tricky to fly it with the analog gauge. I haven't flown. I'm always used to the glass in real life, right? So this is so funny. There it is.
Air 619, 6 Bravo, further services offline, rear services, terminate briefly, change routes, yeah.
It's the 96 Alpha.
Air 89er Alpha, clear direct ocean side, climb maintain 6,000.
Clear direct ocean, VOR climb maintain 6,000, 89 Alpha. Okay, clear direct ocean, and there you go. So we're now direct ocean, so let's go ahead and do that. Direct ocean, activate. There it is. We're gonna make sure to sync that heading. There's the ocean. Okay, so we're gonna do AP, and then we're gonna go into the nav mode. There's the nav mode. So altitude 6,000. Vertical speed, we're gonna go up a bit. There we go. Yeah, look at that. What yoke is this? This is the Mosa yoke, by the way. Mosa yoke. So let's check that. Okay, here we go. We're on ocean right now. Just following the nav and climbing. Too bad we don't have center on right now. That sucks. But anyways, that's our beautiful airplane. Just departed San Diego, and we're flying in IFR. And over the top, we're flying to Burbank right now. Direct ocean VOR. Six-pack gang. Oh, yeah. Kev got him. Hey, how's it going, man? Thanks so much for tuning in, man. Are you IFR? I'm actually working on my real-world IFR, so I'm still VFR. Do you have stream that's in store? Yes, Sigma. Yes, I do have it. It's in it's on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna turn down the engine sound so that it's not. So how do you guys like the new visual? Is it all clear for you? Let me know if it's clear for you. So you're flying past my. Oh, I did, Nick. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, so there's 6,000. And here it is. So just quickly showing you what's happening. We are essentially, yeah, that's an ATC, yes, but they're offline, unfortunately. After the departure, we're gonna be We're gonna be just talking to other pilots, unfortunately. But yeah, so here we go. Just departed San Diego. We're direct to Ocean VOR, and then hopefully the weather will improve. And then we're gonna overfly Los Angeles, and then we're gonna land in Burbank. And we're gonna be landing east and expecting runway 08, and most likely we'll be probably going to this FBO right here via Bravo. So stick around for landing. Make sure you don't go away, because we're gonna be land this plane. That's the most important thing. And we're gonna record the landing as well, so we can see how good or bad it is. By the way, this yoke is from Moza. It is incredible. I strongly suggest it. This Microsoft Flight Simulator, that is correct. That is correct. This is the 2024. I don't really fly the 24, but you know, for this particular case, because it's a GA and this airplane is quite complete for 24, it is awesome. And just to show you, as I mentioned before, right? You have all your air. Actually, let's get some cabin heats on, right? Because I think we've got the 18 degrees. Let's get it at least to 20 degrees. So as you can see, we've got the engine exhaust right here. That's going into heat exchanger, and right now we're essentially getting the ram air, which goes into the heat exchanger, and then the exhaust kind of wraps around that pipe and it heats the air, and then see we've got now at 21 degrees. Chemtrails 462, thanks for following on Twitch. Appreciate you, man. So 22, yeah, I think we should just turn off the cabin heat. There it is. There's defrosters, and there's the AC compressor. We've got air conditioning as well, and then we've got ram air for the vents. So if we let's see, where are the vents? Oh, by the way, this is headphone simulation. So yeah, I don't know if we should keep that. Oops. Okay, how do I get? Sorry, I just need to. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so you can simulate the headphones, by the way, by looking at the phone jacks. But yeah, so looks great. Awesome. And then there's the electric system. There's the engine. So engine's doing good. Oh, by the way, we need to trim. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. Okay, let's do the Enroute climb. So we're gonna do propeller at 25. Yeah, let's do that. Upset 25. Actually, now let's first of all, yeah, we got the call flaps. Yeah, let's close the call flaps. And landing lights off. So landing lights off. Heater heat on. Yeah, it's okay. Propeller heat is required. Yeah, that's fine. Fuel imbalance check. Yep, that's good. And then lean mixture. And prop at 25. Yeah, let's set the prop at 25. And yeah, I'll probably lean it about here. There it is. Cabin heat, air conditioner outside. We're gonna monitor the engine performance. Yeah, we're burning about 17 gallons per hour, by the way. That's a lot. Yeah, 17 and a half gallons per hour. So, by the way, when I lean it further, see the burn decreases. So I'll need to probably look at the performance graphs. I'll just do that. Anyway, that's it. So we got cruise checklist is complete, and we're flying along, and we're gonna be landing in Burbank soon. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys like the stream. Make sure you hit that like button. I know we're probably not gonna have a lot of people watching today. What is it? Yeah, we've been at 44 minutes, but yeah, I hope you're excited for the landing. And it's a short flight. We're at about like 20% of the flight already, which is quite nice. By the way, look at that. What happens if I open the window? we get a nice effect here. So we're still within the departure frequency, so they're gonna probably hop us off to the 1228. So let's tune into the 22.8. Put it on standby. So that's the common traffic advisory frequency on VATSIM. So while we're cruising, we should chat. Brandon, I'm glad you're loving it. Thank you so much for the likes. Thanks for... Let me get some air, please. Here we go, man. Eric, just for you. And Chano, hello. Chano, hope I said it right. Thanks, guys. Here we go. We're over at Ocean VOR. Right here. And overhead the Ocean VOR, and then we're gonna proceed to Burbank. Flying West Coast today. By the way, while we're here, I'm probably gonna just get some more views. Maybe we'll create... let's see. Let's see if I can create a bit of a view here. I don't know, can I? Yeah, it's just 2024. I want to buy your flight setup. Oh, all right. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna do a whole review of this stuff. Like the Moza yoke review is coming because today is the first day, by the way, guys, I'm flying with this yoke, and second day when I'm flying this virtual fly stack. This is quite an expensive stack, by the way.
We're 8289er Alpha. Further services are offline. Radar services terminated for consideration. Pray for good day.
Over to Unicom 8289 Alpha. Thank you so much for your control and have a great night.
You as well, yep.
Okay, so let's do that. 128, and here we go. Yeah, so just wanted to quickly mention this. So I have 3 panels from Virtual Fly. So first one is the engine panel. Second is the trim panel, and the third is the radio panel. So this is the radio panel. So it actually comes with some more engine indications as well. But this basically handles radios and autopilot. So all of my headings in autopilot was pretty much triggered with this panel. So we've got the heading, nav, VNAV, approach, AT, auto throttle, flight level change, vertical speed, and so on. So we've got the course, heading, gyro, you know, and you can even tune ADF if you want to. It's pretty cool. So I strongly suggest you buy something like that. Now, the Virtual Fly one is actually quite expensive, but it is handmade in Spain, so you get that metal quality. It's not plastic. Well, some stuff is plastic, like for example the levers, but then again you have the full metal and switches all feel nice, and you've got the piston engine magnetos and stuff like that, so it's all pretty cool. And I got a motion platform. I didn't turn it on because right now my yoke is kind of secured to my desk, so motion platform isn't on right now, but sometimes I turn it on, and it's mostly for VR. But yeah, and this airplane, by the way, I strongly suggest you guys buy it. It is incredible. It's from Just Flight and Black Box Simulations. It's one of the most realistic airplanes ever. It comes with a tablet that shows you your engine indicators, your payloads. You can do some options. You could do a whole bunch of different stacks for your GPS. I'm using right now the 750 and 650 XI. This is the stack that I fly in real life, so I kind of like it. Makes me practice as well. So I've kind of practiced on this, and of course the Garmin, the comm panel, and then you've got the Bendix weather radar right here. So this airplane actually is equipped with a weather radar. So it is right here. It's that little bulge in the wing. That's our weather radar. And by these little torpedo-looking things are actually our outboard fuel tanks. So if you take a look at this, you go into the payload, you can see that these tanks are extended tanks, and they take 8 gallons. So based on our center of gravity, because we have a passenger that's a bit heavier than the other passenger, well, actually, sorry, a bit lighter, the center of gravity is a bit, it's a bit forward and to the right. So, actually we do have some imbalance because, you know what? Because we've been siphoning the fuel from the left tank. So we're gonna switch the tanks soon, and that's basically what we're gonna do here. We're gonna switch the tanks. We're gonna wait for probably another hold on. How long did we fly for? So we've been streaming for 15 minutes. So we've been flying for quite a while. So yeah, I'm gonna switch the fuel tanks shortly. All right, guys, we're at 54 likes. Thank you so much for tuning in. And you know, if you spam the hearts button, that tells me that you guys like the stuff. So hopefully, you know, you guys like the stream. I know it's a bit, it's just a bit boring to fly in the clouds, but we'll be descending soon. This is a short flight. It's not a long flight. So if you guys can ask me some questions if you want, and let's chat about stuff while we're getting prepared for this arrival. And so I'm gonna quickly check the weather in Burbank by the way right now. Let's do that. Let's check the weather. And you know what? Let's switch the fuel tanks. Yeah, let's switch the fuel tanks now, so we'll get a better balance. And okay, so we got the fuel flow is good. We got 25 and manifold pressures here. Okay, good. Probably just decrease it a bit. Maybe let's go with a 24. I'll go 24. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, and then this airplane is so realistic that it, you know, you can break it. So if you do stupid stuff, you can break your engine. See, our engine right now is at 100% because we've been doing everything correctly by the book. But if you do stupid stuff, you will break the engine, and then what's gonna happen is this plane is just gonna get bad. And then you could have an engine failure. And we can do failures, by the way, as well. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff, like you can do engine fire. And of course, we're not gonna do that today because we're doing just a regular flight. But if you subscribe to the channel and you watch some few of the other streams, we'll simulate some emergencies afterwards. Just not today. Today is just relaxing flight, but you know, eventually we will. Gotta get hydrated. So we're approaching the Los Angeles. We've got about another, yeah, probably about 25 minutes to go until we reach the Burbank. So we'll be landing east on Burbank. We're expecting runway 08. And let's take a look what type of approaches do they have there. And that way we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna try to use this tablet. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can see this tablet really well. There it is. Okay, now it's better. Okay, so I want to see if I can do Navigraph. Phoenix CB. Yes, Navigraph charts. Perfect. So I'm gonna load some charts right here, and we will actually load our flight. So let's import this flight. Import from SimBrief, and there it is. That's our flight plan, by the way. So you're flying a prop plane, specific planes. So this is the Bonanza B36T. So this is the turbocharged Bonanza B36. That's the one that we're flying. Usually I fly like the other ones, right? Like the Boeings or Airbuses on the stream. But today we're flying. Oh my God! Look at that beautiful ground. By the way, it's so nice. Yeah, today we're flying this Bonanza, and I've been doing a review on it recently. It just looks incredible. And by the way, look at all these clouds. So yes, I am gonna be doing a lot of flights in the props because I'm working on my real world IFR. So we're just proceeding with the real world procedures. So today I'm just doing it to get familiarized with this plane a bit more. It's my kind of third time flying it, and so far I think I'm doing okay. And you guys let me know. Yeah, this plane is insanely good. I'm telling you, like the way it feels, just stick around for the landing because you're gonna be in for the surprise. Okay, so arrivals. So let's see, what arrivals do we have? So we do have the actually, you know what, let's do the approach right away. Let's select the approach. So most likely we will probably do an ILS Yankee approach. Let's see. Okay, so that's the approach. It's probably going to be from Tokes and Silex. Yeah, we're going to proceed from Silex. And let's see. The final approach course. Okay, so we got ILS localizer 1095. So let's set that in. Actually, let's select this approach right now. So let's go ahead and procedures. I'm going to load this approach. We're going to select the ILS. Okay, which one did we do? What did we want to do? We wanted to do ILS Yankee. Okay, ILS Yankee. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's load this approach. Okay, perfect. So let's double check in our flight plan. There it is. And on the map, we're gonna see what's going on here. So that's the... Perfect, so that's the approach. And on point of boot day, we need to be at 3,000 feet. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. All right. Handles well, yeah. Hey, Nuke, how's it going? How's it going, Nuke? Have you what have you spent more on sims or flight training? I've spent much more on my real world flying. Not really training, just flying, because I don't fly commercially. I fly privately, so I think I spent more on an actual plane and fuel than I did spend on a sim. But I am actually spending a lot of money on a sim too, just so you know. So yes, unfortunately that's the case. Oh man, I wish my wife doesn't hear it. Yeah, she's sleeping. She's not gonna hear anything. Okay, so let's tune into that ILS frequency right away. So I'm gonna do this. So no 1095. Yeah, we're gonna put that right here. And then final approach course, we'll select 079. So for the course, 079. 079. That's the final approach course. Okay, that's it. And okay, so for the minimums, we have the decision altitude is 15555. Okay, so that's the minimums. Yeah, we're going to activate that approach soon. So there we go. All right, great. So there it is. We're going to be landing soon. Oh, it's 240. No, it's not 240. It's 140 for me. It's breaking stuff. All right, Virginia, how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, we're going to be landing in Burbank. You guys not liking the stream? Double tap that screen to like, because we only have 60 likes. No wonder we don't have no people watching right now, because you guys didn't like it. Please do like the stream. I truly appreciate if you do. You know, that really helps. Just double tap the screen. So if you're on your phone, just double tap the screen on your phone, and that's gonna like the stream. So that automatically likes it, and then, you know, all that good stuff. So it helps us to support. There we go. We got 61 likes now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now I need to remember, how do I set the minimums on a 750? Yeah, let me just double check. Flight plan. Okay, charts page. I think it's under charts page. And then menu. Yeah, TTSK. Let me just connect. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, I do have the update that I gotta do. Right, settings. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, vectors. Let's see. All right, so we're pretty close, but actually, so we won't worry about the minimums right now. But we are pretty close to land. Vital viruses. Pipiats! How much was the whole setup? Yeah, oh man, this is pretty crazy. I'm telling you, I'm still married, so that's good. That's good indication. So airborne with Max. Hello, 1043 in SoCal. Yeah, that's right. And no one's online on VATSIM, unfortunately, not right now. All right, 75 likes. You guys are legend. Thank you so much for the likes. Double tap that screen. We are getting ready to land soon. So we're gonna be descending shortly, probably roughly around pop or so. At Silex will be at 3,000. So we're gonna be descending to 3,000 soon. So over here, by the way, if you look into the right, I'm gonna glance to the right. There's the Los Angeles, LAX right here. We're gonna fly through LAX. So unfortunately, we don't have any anyone online for the VATSIM. So we're gonna take a look at the CTAF. For the Burbank. Yes, CTAF for the Burbank is 118.7. So let's tune into that. So we're gonna go into here. So 118.7. I'm gonna set the radio. So I'm using my hardware buttons. 118.7. Let's do that. So let's put that to COM1 1187. And here we go. We're still at 6,000. We're squawking 4603. Okay, let's quickly double check the engine instrumentation. So yeah, we got fuel. Fuel's good. Okay, so temperatures are good. Pressure is good. We've got the temperatures. Fuel flow is 15, 25, 24, and we're at 6,000. So we're going to be descending soon. Okay, how do you set your flight path in simulator? Do you follow some points connected? Yes. So you're a newbie? Oh, it's a great question. Okay, so I'm flying what's called an IFR flight plan. So the IFR flight plan is instrument flight rules. Therefore, you actually put the waypoints in. So I have my app right here. This basically is the flight plan that I've loaded. So I know, by the way, right now we're entering class Bravo airspace, in case you're wondering. So there's my waypoints, right? So you use a tool called SimBrief, and SimBrief will give you the routes and waypoints. So I've programmed into the iPad so that I have that reference. And then, by the way, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just take a look at the weather. So weather is winds calm, 10 miles visibility clear, altimeter 3003. So let's just put that altimeter 3003. 6,000. And altimeter 3003. And then for procedure, we're going to load the approach. So I'm going to load the chart. So ILS Yankee. So this is the chart right here. We need to be at 3,000 to intercept the localizer, and that's the ILS Yankee approach. And so we've got the localizer frequency on 079 approach course. Localizer frequency is 109.5. So that is set 109.5. That's set to nav 1. And minimums will be 1,555. That's gonna be our minimums. But we don't care. It is the VFR conditions. And by the way, speaking of the waypoints, I'm actually also using this GPS right here. So if you take a look at the flight plan, so I've loaded all of these waypoints right here. So we've got the waypoints of Silex, and then we've got the approach path already decided. So we're gonna activate this approach. And yeah, so it's already loaded, but it's not active yet. So let's go back into the map. And there it is. I'm just monitoring the path so that we're going to start descending shortly. Actually, you know what? Let's start descending now because I wanna take a look at the Los Angeles. You guys are awfully quiet, by the way. Look, they're not even chatting. What's going on? Am I boring you guys to death? What's happening? 3,000. And so let's do the vertical speed. So we're gonna now start descending. So we're gonna descend at about 500 feet per minute, roughly about there. There it is. That's the descent. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into the checklist and let's do the descent checklist. Okay, so cowl flaps are closed, checked. Throttle is reduced, so we're gonna reduce the throttle a little bit. Just maybe enrich the mixture just a bit. Engine performance, and then cylinder head temperature. Let's go ahead and check the CHTs. So we need to check, make sure the CHTs are minimum 1016 degrees Celsius. Okay, so let's see. It's oil, battery, outside air temperature, and we've got the 2464. Yeah, 1352. Oh yeah, see, that's the lean. Okay, perfect. Nice. Okay, here we go. Cylinder head temperature is good. Oh, see, it's flashing, so we need to lean it a bit more. That's not good. Yeah, see, the cylinder is a bit hot. It's a bit hotter than usual, so let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. Yeah, I think all of them are good. So make sure we'll put that to... No, cylinder number 4, by the way, is hotter than usual. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good now. Okay, and then we'll do the approach checklist later. So we're just descending to 3,000, so we're on to 5,000 feet. And there we go, there's the Los Angeles. We're overhead Los Angeles. What's your favorite plane to fly in real life? I love the question. By the way, thank you so much for... No wind shear. It's actually quite boring right now. There's winds calm, so it'll be quite a boring one. So in real life, I fly the Diamond DA40, and that's my favorite one. Oh, you're flying the PC-12? Oh, that's amazing, man. Pilatus, man. Oh, that's good. That's so cool, man. I fly the Diamond. That's what I fly. So I fly privately, so yeah, that's awesome, man. PC-12, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, here we go. All right, 82 likes. You guys just gotta do that. Double tap the screen. Vladislav Tegis says hello. Привет, привет. All right, down to 3,000, and we are almost at our destination.
Destination
Almost.
ATIS is 135.125.
We're gonna go into the Silex, and then we're going to execute that ILS approach. There it is. 24 nautical miles left. And there it is. We're gonna load and activate the approach. And I think we should be good. Whether we got the radar altitude, and here's the approach mode. Okay, so I want to make sure that I select this to nav afterwards once I get the ILS. Привет. Sergey Kromarenko, привет. Oh, we got some Ukrainians here. Amazing. Love it. By the way, look at that. We're overflying LAX. Yes, I'm using ForeFlight. That is correct. So that's ForeFlight. That's the... Yeah, you know ForeFlight. You know ForeFlight. By the way, look at this. We're overflying LAX. That is nuts. Look at that. Obviously, we wouldn't be descending that low here, but you know, no one's here. No one's around, so we're just doing our own thing. But yeah, let's stay LAX, guys. Beautiful. And we're just about to land in Burbank. Yeah, look how nice the textures are. It's insane how realistic this is. Режим kamikaze on. Yes. Tak. Yeah, so we are descending to 3,000 feet and then just landing in Burbank. Burbank is off to the right side. So yeah, for a flight is a great resource. Oh yeah, man. It is incredible. By the way, let me see if I can tune in Moza real quick. Let's see. Let me just tune it so that I can do the hardware trim mode. Yes. That's the hardware. Yeah, perfect. All right, fantastic. So back to 3,000. Excellent. There we go. How much the entire setup? So I don't have the... На БШУ блочность управления контрольных элементов меньше. Не, ну там больше, бро. Намного больше. Alright, VATSIM. Yeah, so VATSIM, we are on VATSIM, but no one's online, unfortunately. No one's online anymore. So we're gonna let the Burbank traffic know that once we're on the ILS approach, we're gonna let them know. But anyways, controllers went offline. I'm not that lucky today, but yeah, there's the LAX. There's the LAX. Yeah, Josh, I'm gonna do a video. So thanks by the way, for subscribing. I'm gonna do a video on about how much this whole thing is. I gotta do the video, man. I didn't have a chance. I think the most expensive thing is the PC out of everything, but maybe the motion platform too. But yeah, try to figure out hours. Yeah, November 8289 Alpha. That is correct. That is correct. So you can look us up in the VATSIM. Okay, so let's see where the localizer is. Gonna just check real quick. Okay, now graph charts. Okay, so the point of Mickey. So yeah, mandatory. Yeah, we got mandatory 3,000 right here. So we're gonna maintain 3,000 until point of Bode. So let me just load that approach.
Burbank traffic over 96 Alpha, 10 miles out to the southwest. Currently direct ILX 3,000, so they're going to shoot the ILS Yankee to runway Burbank.
Oh, see, I need to let him know. Burbank traffic, 289 Alpha. It's currently 13 miles south west of the field, inbound for the ILS 08 Yankee as well. So we're over the Sierra Mike Oscar VOR. I'm gonna be flying direct to Silex, then establish on the ILS 08 Yankee approach, November 8289 Alpha. There we go. Yeah, we'll need to let him know. So we got someone out there, so that's good. That's good that we hear him. So hopefully I'll get to see him on the TCAS. I don't know if I'll see him on the TCAS. So let me see. Let me see if I can get the... Can you guys take a look at the VATSIM traffic? See if he's far from us. Yeah, I'm gonna get the... Yeah, I don't have him on the radar right now. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go into VATSpy. I'm gonna see if he's on VATSpy. Okay, so... Oh, he's way further than us. Yeah, he's way further than us. That's good. We'll just slow down now. Oh yeah, he's established. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, I gotta check what the what the elevation are, minimum elevation figures. Because I'm not flying the arrival. I think we should be okay for the elevation right here. Should be fine. I think. Yeah, we should be okay. So I'm at least if we maintain 3,000 right here, we should be fine. All right, thanks, Max. That's good. Looks like he might be doing a hold, though. You think? He just announced that he's going to establish himself in that ILS approach. Yeah, let's go faster. Okay, I think we can start the recording so I don't forget. Okay, so let's do the record. Let's record it. Okay, it's recording. Okay, that's good. I'll put the landing light on just right now, just in case. Okay, let's do the first checklist. Okay, seatbelts are secure, fuel selectors and fullest tank. Yeah, I'm probably gonna switch the tanks now. Fullest tank. Fuel imbalance is checked. Tip transfer is required. Yeah, we don't care about it. Oxygen's off. Landing lights on. Pitot heat. Okay, yeah, let's do the pitot heat on. Propeller heat off. Air conditioning off. Cowl flaps is required. Probably open them. And make sure max power flaps. Yeah, we'll set for the approach. That's good. Max power. Okay, everything's good now. Yeah, there he is. I see him. Probably gonna... Yeah, I think we're good. So I'm just gonna slow down now. And I'll just probably... I don't know if I should drop the gear. Okay, there it is. I love cars. Yo, how's it going? Nice, более-менее распределен контроль между людьми. Ну да, ты прав, приходится меньше контролировать. Да, есть такое, чуть-чуть есть. Yeah, you're right. А вы инженер на S? Sup, G, how's it going, dude? I love cars. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. So radar altitude. So we've got radar altitude is alive. Here we go. What's that annunciator flag? It's just gear. Look. So if I put the power down, it just reminds me to put the gear down. So it's very good indicator, by the way, because I don't want to put the gear down now because of the drag, but it's pretty cool because then you're definitely not gonna plant this plane without the gear down. So it's a fail-safe mechanism basically, but it's a beautiful thing though to have on this plane because you don't want to plant it without the gear up, right? It's not a good thing. All right, because you play VR. Hello, Theo. How's it going? Good to see you guys. Thank you so much, by the way, for the likes. I know not a lot of people like this GA streams, so it is what it is.
Burbank traffic 96 Alpha 5 mile final ILS runway 8. Burbank.
It's 10 miles. Here we go. We're gonna switch it to nav now. Burbank traffic, 8 Bonanza 289er Alpha is 12 miles west of 08 on an ILS 08 Yankee with the traffic. 3000. Burbank traffic. Okay, there he is. We're just gonna follow him in. Okay, let's set it to nav. There we go. I think we've got the ILS. And tuned in. Hopefully, yeah, we got the localizer at least. Okay, let's double check 1095, 1095. Let's do that. So 6 miles, right? So 6 miles we'll get that glide slope captured. Let's see. Okay, and then we're gonna have nav. Yeah, so each size source is nav. Perfect. You know what? Let's see if I do the approach mode. See what's gonna happen. Yeah, I can't do the approach mode yet. I want to slow down for that guy, by the way. I really want to slow down. Yeah, there's the runway. I see the runway. So I'm curious why the nav's not engaging. You know what? I'll probably fly it manually. Yeah, let's drop the gear now. Oops, oops, oops. We'll do that. Probably do that. Do it visually. Screw it. But I will take a look at why the... Hey! Australian Flight Simulator, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. I'm waiting for your part, so that way I can really review the... Okay, there's the auto marker. Okay, but I don't know. I don't know why this thing is not going to live. What's going on? There's the auto marker. Yeah, we should be on the glide slope now. But that auto marker is not working. So we're in nav. Okay, so we're in nav. Nav mode. And... I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna have to figure it out afterwards. Oh yeah, it's arriving tomorrow.
Traffic manager stop a clear runway 8, taxiing to Millionaire via Delta. Burbank. Yeah.
Propeller set to higher PM. Mixture full rich. Flaps landing gear down. Good, good. Burbank traffic. Bonanza 289er Alpha. 5 mile final. 08. Burbank traffic. Oh yeah, like this airplane is so good. Okay, I gotta get back to that. I'm gonna use visual right now. Use visual. Yeah, there it is. Flaps. Drop flaps. So I'm just gonna drop the speed a bit. A bit too high, but that's okay. Yeah, that's Bonanza B36 turbocharged. It flaps full. A bit too high on the poppies. I don't know why. We'll see. Let's see. It's better to be a bit higher.
500.
Oh, she's loud. There, a little bit of a bounce, but that's okay. That's fine. Still getting used to this plane. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, the rudder pedals feels incredible. Incredible. What can I say? I have a wing Orions. Okay, there it is. Let's just get, let's go left on Bravo. We're gonna taxi to on the north FBO. Perfect. Burbank traffic, November 8, 9 Alpha, clear off 08 on Bravo, taxiing to the North FBO. Burbank traffic. Okay, there it is. Let's get that, let's clean it up. Okay, so for bulk landing, yeah, let's do the post-flight, yeah, after landing checklist. All flaps open, confirmed, flaps up. Weather radar is off. Okay, weather radar is off. And then lights is required, so we're gonna do the taxi light on, landing lights off, pitot heats off. Let's get the pitot heats off. And air conditioning, cabin heats as required. Okay, there we go. All right, after landing checklist complete, and we're now taxiing to FBO. We're gonna watch the replay right after. Yeah, this is the Bonanza B36 turbocharged, incredible airplane. I love it. It is so good. So good. Yes, this is the virtual fly. That is right. That's right, man. I love the virtual fly stuff. It is so incredible. Do you have any of their stuff, by the way? Because they're just so good. It is so good. It feels so nice. Feels like you're in a real plane, by the way. That's how it feels. Yeah, that's... You guessed that right. By the way, I've been holding off the EFIS review just to get your stand, because I don't know, man. The wing, I really hope they do something about this, because they're adhesive stickers, and just the you know, those extensions. They're made for their for their mounts, but they're not really desk friendly, and I think a lot of people have been complaining about that. So thanks for making that stuff, man. You know, it's good that, you know, your Etsy store delivers. Oh, nice. Oh, you got the Yoko? You got the Yoko. So how's the Yoko? I really want to get their throttle. Yeah. The throttles would be amazing. That's one thing I'm using the Moza throttle, and yeah, they fall over. I know, man. It's kind of sucks. So I'll definitely mention your store for sure. Absolutely will do. Okay, so I think we're parking at this FBO. So I think there should be an FBO right here. Yeah, there. Oh my god. It's police. I don't know if it's a good idea to park here. Police air support. I thought that was some kind of an FBO. Apparently it is. You know what? Might need to go to Atlantic, or maybe we can probably park here. Shoot, I don't know if we should do that. Probably not a good idea. We'll do. Okay, let's just turn around here. To a burnout, yeah. TP6, yeah. Oh man, TP6, yes, that's what I want. Like, that's what I would want with Black Square, you know what I mean? Like, it will be complete. Donuts, that's right, let's do it. In police parking lot. Look at that, they have garbage trucks here. Yeah, I don't think I can do like donuts. Just doing the somewhat of a donut. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. A little bit of a donut. It's a half a donut. I think that works. A bit of a skid mark. It's a tiny one. Not enough to get in trouble, you know what I mean? You want to see me fly the Concorde ski? Oh man. I don't, you see, the problem is there's not a good Concorde in a sim, unfortunately. It's all kind of crappy. And I think DC Designs made it, and I don't know, I don't like it. I don't think it's good. Close enough, yeah, right? Close enough. There we go. You have bigger skid marks. So, what do you guys think, by the way, of the new visual? Did you guys notice that the quality of the stream got better? What are your thoughts? Let me know. Like, did you see the? Did you notice the quality got better? Do you have the Piper Cup? Only the default one. It's kind of crap. Like, let me know if the vertical stream got better, the visuals, because I used to run it on 1080p and now I run it much higher. Oh, you thought it was crisper? Nice. Okay. What did you change? I'm actually pushing the 1440p now. Yeah, default plane's just the worst, man. The worst. Yeah, so I changed the changed it to 1440, and then I bumped up the bitrate to 10,000 kilobits. Yeah. So it should be better now. So before it was a bit smudgy, right? Now you can probably read the instruments better, right? And all that stuff. And I noticed, like, I've been talking to some other streamers, and they all said that, yeah, it's the YouTube encoder is actually smart enough, and it downgrades it if the connection is bad. Yeah, third is more crisper. Oh, this one? Hello. Good, yeah. So the center one isn't, right? Isn't the crisper? The iPhone. The iPhone looks great. Okay, perfect. That's what we want to know. That's what we want to hear. Perfect. By the way, guys, have you heard about this new tool? It is called AeroTune MSFS. AeroTune. It is absolutely freaking mind-blowing. It's an AI tuning tool, and it's much better than Auto FPS. I'm not using Auto FPS anymore. I'm using this AeroTune, and it's absolutely incredible. It fixes everything on the fly, and it adjusts the O-LOD, T-LOD, and everything. Take off. So Ayush, we just arrived, man. We're gonna park, but we're gonna watch the landing. So you know, I'm recording this, so we're gonna watch the recording. It's some physical monitor, not the connection. Okay. So it says stutters predicted. So it predicts the stutters and then it lowers settings dynamically. So it's called AeroTune, and it is on Flight Sim 2, the best freaking add-on ever. I'm mind blown how good it is. It's AeroTune. Hold on, let me see. AeroTune MSFS. This insane, absolutely freaking insane. You don't need to do anything anymore. So I used to do a lot of stuff like, you know, Auto FPS, and Auto FPS is good too, but this is much better now. I noticed that it is so fluid with this thing. So it monitors your processes and it actually fine-tunes it on the fly. So it's very good. It takes the guessing out of the way. Okay, I think we can probably take one of these stands right here. And I think they're all taken. So let's see. Why are all of these taken? Okay, let's just... Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll probably take this one. I know it's a kind of crappy parking job, but we're in the ramp, so no one cares. We'll take the 04. It is a new tool. Yeah, man, it's so good. It is so good. Although, don't you love these little fingerprints? So I love this type of detail. All right, here we go. Okay, so park brake set, and let's go ahead and do the shutdown checklist. Okay, engine shutdown securing, park brake set, avionics off. Avionics off, so panel switches are off. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, sub panel switches, yeah. Sub panel, yeah, switches are off. Throttle is closed. Prop set to higher PM, very good. Mixture cut off. Okay, watch this. We're gonna watch it from the outside. Oh yeah, there we go. Mixture cut off. And then mags are off. And alternators off. And battery master's off. And watch this like spin down. Parking brakes release and control locks install. Curious, how do I install the control locks? There should be some sort of okay, yeah, never mind. Maybe it's in here. Yeah, it's not here. There should be some sort of a hotspot. Okay, let's see. No. Anyways, who cares? I don't think you guys care anyway. Okay, that's it. That's it. We flew to Burbank. We're gonna watch the replay of the landing, so don't go away yet. But there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Not a lot of people came today. I know. Every time I fly this general aviation planes, we have like the algorithms just don't like us. I think people are not engaged in this stuff. But don't forget your covers. Oh yeah, we'll do. Maybe we should do this now. We should do that. There we go. Yeah, let's get the computer covers installed. Let's get the chocks. Yeah, chocks. We can now turn off the parking brake. Let's get these covers. And of course, yeah, there's the pitot tube cover. Yep, there we go. Nice. This is what I love about the 2024 is the fact that you can kind of like walk around, and you can walk around your plane, and when you get the control locks installed, you can actually move these ailerons. So we took off. Okay, let me show you what exactly we did. Okay, let's debrief real quick. Watch the landing. Okay, so we took off from San Diego. We flew from Signature. We took the Hotel Charlie. We did the run up right over here, and then we took the runway 27 with the ATC. We flew the heading 051, and then we went direct to the Oceanside VOR, and then flew through some clouds, and then descended to 3000, and then sort of did this kind of wavy visual approach into runway 08. So one thing I gotta do is we're gonna watch the recording, and I'll need to judge the landing in this one. So I think I cut the power too early, and it kind of settled. So I have a little bit of my diamond bias because I fly the diamond in real life. So I have that bias a little bit. I had it, and I didn't realize that the plane was a bit heavier than it should be. So heavier than I thought, actually. So it's kind of dropped, right? So that's why there was that little bit of a bounce. But we'll double check. Okay, so now let's remove the covers because we don't want to fly with the covers. And yeah, let's check the replay. By the way, really cool thing is that you can kind of move the propeller a little bit. It's kind of nice. That's a neat little thing in the flight sim 2024. Okay. So let's now load the replay. So we're going to go into flight control recorder. So we're going to stop. Okay, and save. And then we're going to play it. Let's play it. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, I think all the states here are just not loaded. Okay, let's load the states. Okay, let's just load it here. He's in the dash. Okay, let's see. Let's see this moment. Oh yeah. Let's see how it was. Yeah, I see the bounce, a little bit of a bounce. Yeah, I'm still gotta get used to it. And this is the first time I flew with a yoke too, right? So Okay, it wasn't that bad. The approach was pretty stable. Yeah, see, I should have decreased the power a bit later. Yeah, to hide chat, I think you just gotta press on it. Yeah, that's all that matters. We landed, right? In one piece. And then we taxi to that FBO right there. Low wind speeds, yeah. That's why, you know, we also out of bounds. No dolphins here. Oh well. Yeah, pretty calm for sure. Yeah, the sock is like just hanging. What the hell is that truck doing? It's not supposed to do that. I hope the... Oh, because we're on replay, so it's okay. We're just gonna... run through the truck. It's a replay. It's okay. Oh my god. Okay, let's rewind that. I wanted to see the flap retraction. There we go. Anyways, that's it. That's it. We did it. Thanks, everybody. I gotta run now. I gotta go sleep now. So thank you so much. Okay, you should try recast Sally's landing on the rover. I should do that. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I think now... Oh my god, look at this car. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that someday. Maybe on the anniversary we'll do a video. But yeah, we did it on the stream once. We did land without an engine, without both engines on the river, and it actually did work. But yeah, thanks so much, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this stream. I appreciate every single one of ya. And yeah, make sure you check out Nuke's streams on the Discord. He streams the space flights on our Discord. All right, anyways, thank you, everybody. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Good night.
We've flown the route, we've touched down clean, from startup flow to landing scene. Checklist done and gates are near, but hey, before you disappear, give it a like Give it a like if you felt the ride. Subscribe and join the crew worldwide. Engines off, but we're not done. We're flying with flight streamer now. Flight streamer. Flight streamer.
05, 4981.
Chevy Tower, good morning. Line up for noise 06 left.
We're going to line up 06 left for a transit 326.
Route 17.